Let me tell you guys where the investigation leading to the death of Cyrus Jirongo should begin. But before I tell you that, let me tell you the importance of starting right. The right starting point of an investigation sets the entire foundation of the case being investigated. A carefully chosen starting point ensures the protection of evidence, ensures that there is the accuracy of the evidence, ensures that there is what is called a credible process, also ensures that the results that have been found, the conclusions made, are reliable and are defensible. Now, let me tell you where to start. The investigation for Cyrus Jirongo should begin by first knowing what happened to the security people who usually keep security of someone. Before you injure anybody, you have to finish his security. Look at all the movies you watched. Whenever a king was supposed to be killed by an intruder, first of all, they kill the king's security. The inner circle security must be killed. Go to any other person, go to Osama bin Laden, go to all cases of people who have been extinguished. You start by finishing their security because you cannot kill a king when the king is secured. So first of all, the people should be arrested first and foremost are Jirongo's head of security or security details. Secondly, the driver, because he was driving himself. Why was he driving himself? Who gave the instruction to the security guards to leave him unarmed or at least unsecured or unprotected? Who gave the instruction to the driver not to be there? And then the third person to arrest is Moses Wetangula, because it is very clear in all evidence we have that the last person he met before meeting, he said the last known person or friend or close person he had was Moses Wetangula. How did Moses Wetangula call him and engage him to have a meeting with him that night? Then the next day he is extinguished. When you do that, we shall be able to find the root cause. And I told you very well that Cyrus Jirongo was abducted. When he was being abducted, he was supposed to at least have extinguished, those who were abducting were supposed to extinguish his security detail and the driver. Why are they safe? Where are they? Thank you. God bless Kenya. And let the truth and justice be seen. Thank you.
I'm not attending the burial because just like Ojwang's burial, I let other people to attend the burial. I'll do the most important thing to ensure justice is given to Jirongo. Those people making noise in the media, they're just looking for courage, but I'm going to get it done, just like Ojwang's case is in very advanced stages, whereby Langat will have to answer this very clearly, what he did to Ojwang. But here in Voi, let me tell you now what seems to be closer to the truth about Jirongo's death. Jirongo was abducted, first of all. Why do I say that? I got all the information that Jirongo has never ever driven himself alone. He would either drive himself in the presence of his security or drive himself in the presence of his driver and security. But there was no day he ever left home without security and without driver. That has never happened. He could not just do that day and that's the day he's dying. So we rule out the fact that Jirongo was driving himself. He was abducted. And now the other hypothesis, he must have been taken to that area, Neskarai. He must have been tortured and told to drive off. Well, they know very well they have arranged a car to crash him. Whoever did that, we still don't know, because we cannot know until we know who did it. So I'll give you more information, but that's how the truth is. Because I can tell you, and I've been talking to the doctors who did the postmortem, a medical doctor can never say an accident is the cause of death. Just like they were saying he died of a road accident. No. A road accident does not kill people. It is what hits the person, which was called acute trauma that hit him. Acute trauma, blunt trauma, acute blunt trauma that killed Jirongo. He could have been tortured because I could see the several injuries that were found on the body. Some of them didn't look like they could have come directly from a car accident. There could have been some injuries that were there earlier, and then now this one came now to finish him. And I can tell you guys, Jirongo's death is one of the most painful deaths for this country because Jirongo was opposition. And because of that, he must have been taken out. And I can tell you that we are going to do this the following, ABC. We are going to assume nothing from what these were telling us. we are going to believe nothing of what they are talking about. And we are going to check everything until we give you the truth. Because from now on, William Ruto has to tell Kenyans whether he is incapable of protecting all Kenyans, especially those in opposition. It will give us the right of those of us in opposition to organize our own militia to protect everybody. And we are capable of doing that. And we can do it. We can even recruit all the Gen Zs to become the security of all dignitaries who are politicians, not politicians in the legacy politicians talk about, the ones who are actually want to change the country. And we can find a way to be able to pay them as our private security. This is going to be the next army that's going to bring Ruto down. Ruto, be very careful with what I'm trying to tell you. We can recruit Gen Zs, all of them, and look for how we can take care of their own salaries to ensure they protect people of great interest to this country. And we are going to get the money to fund that. And that money is not illegal money. It is money because you have failed to protect Kenyans when it's needed the most. The issue is opposition should look like they are offering a solution. And that is not happening at the moment. They sometimes look like they're part of the problem. And that can be a very dangerous thing in just hoping Kenyans will just wake up and go against William Ruto. Not really. Let us have a roadmap. Even William Ruto did not come to start creating, just opposing Uhuru. He came out with the bottom up. Opposition must come out with a compelling narrative. And Fred Ogolla is talking about prototype against manifesto, which can solve these problems without worries. I have a formula for it. Of course, this formula is not for Fred Ogolla, but it's a formula to come out with it, which involves people. These things have worked elsewhere. As a leading global economist, when I worked with European Central Bank, we came out with prototypes to solve the Greece issue, to solve the Portugal issue, Italy, Spain, and Ireland. But opposition cannot just sit back there and giving poor narratives. Like I can tell you, you are saying they'll win. Well, you lost Mbere, you lost Malava, then you came to celebrate MCA in this place. It looks a joke, according to me. I'm sure you'll say you can celebrate anything you have, but it didn't look like it was a serious issue there. Now IBC is being formed. Opposition has got a strong platform. The people are mentioning their names. I don't think they are having the right conversation around it. There are so many things going on throughout the country that you don't have to wait for 2027, that you can give your position instantly, precisely, that demonstrate leadership. I have to disclose that in the last election, I was always with you on TV, and I was telling you, you guys were so wrong in Kenya Kwanza. But you people lobbied for me to lose my job in Strathmore when I was so right. You cannot cross over and you look like you're so right now. And I'm just saying this is not personal, but let us be honest. I like what Menjidolo said. You must be consistent in the morning, in the afternoon, on Monday up to Sunday, when you are in church, when you are in a club, everywhere you are, there must be consistency. And this is lacking seriously in opposition. Because some of those things you are talking about, that the problems, you guys were stomaching them and enjoying them. Now you're on the other side of the fence, they look very offensive. Let us be very consistent. Kenya will be liberated by a leader who is very consistent, who is very concise,